And you're going to get chills
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. Go ahead.
because it's going to be much colder as we head into next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's January.
It is. You know, at some point, Mother Nature was going to have to give, and it is going to be next week. But let's take you outside right now. This is a look at Doak Campbell Stadium, courtesy of WeatherStem, and it has been a foggy morning, certainly. This is starting at around 2:30 this morning as I was getting ready to come into work. Did have areas of fog that I had to drive through. It wasn't horribly thick, but did have to drive just a little bit slower this morning. And a lot of folks, especially between Tallahassee and Wakulla County, let's say Crawfordville, Woodville, have kind of had to deal with some of that more thick fog. Now, as you look over to Doak Campbell Stadium, this is looking south and west. We're still looking at a fairly cloudy sky, and that's because those cloud bases from where the fog was slowly moving up. And we do have a little bit of a breeze out there that is going to help to mix up the atmosphere and I think get rid of the fog shortly after, I would say, 9 or 10 this morning. We do have a fog advisory, dense fog advisory along the coast. That's the gray shade you see here for coastal Taylor, Jefferson, Wakulla, and Franklin County. That includes areas like Panacea, St. George Island, also Madison and Lowndes County. Looking at a dense fog advisory, that's where the thickest fog has been much of this morning outside of the coast. And of course, if you live in Leon County too, you know it's been pretty thick, especially around the Tallahassee area. So dense fog still possible this morning. Not for everyone. It's more patchy dense fog and some of that visibility under a mile at times. Once we get rid of the fog, we're in for a pretty nice day, especially if you like warm weather, springtime type of weather. I don't have green pause all day for the dog walking forecast. I do this morning because it's not too bad outside of the fog, and even lunchtime is going to be warm but not hot quite yet, and we are going to see a little bit of a breeze out there. I have a yellow paw 3 o'clock because that's probably when we're going to be about 80 degrees and most humid in the afternoon. Do notice though, winds are going to be out of the southwest, roughly between 5 and 15 miles per hour, so that breeze could help alleviate the warmth just a little bit, but certainly feeling a lot more like spring than winter. And as far as those numbers are concerned, today's high temperature of 80 is going to be near record warm. We're talking 80 degrees compared to the 82 that was set back in 1972 on this day in history. So we come within 2 degrees of that record high number. We'll see how close we get to once we get the actual observations later today. And typically when we talk about heat, humidity, daytime heating can spark off some showers and storms. We don't have any concentrated lift in the atmosphere that's close enough. The closest thing is this area of low pressure that is really Arkansas, Mississippi, and that area of low pressure is going to continue to move to the north, and associated with it there's a cold front, and that does drag in some colder air and does lead to a couple of showers and storms, especially across Alabama. But watch Futurecast for us. This is 3 o'clock. We're looking at mostly quiet conditions as we head into the afternoon, partly sunny skies. It's really going to be after 8 o'clock that we start to see some showers move into our neck of the woods. We're talking Blakely, Colquitt, maybe Donaldsonville, Bainbridge by the time we get to 7 or 8 o'clock. That's South Georgia. If you're the Big Bend, say Tallahassee, Crawfordville, Monticello, Madison, most of us won't be seeing any showers at least until, I would say, 10 at the earliest, but closer to midnight. And then behind this front, the bigger story is a chill. We're talking about temps that drop into the 30s and 20s for those morning lows, and I think those feels like temperatures are going to be easily in the 20s on Monday morning. So just a couple of showers late this evening. Otherwise, it's a warm and muggy day. Big time change. We're talking summer-like weather changing to winter-like weather early next week.